Hey guys, so today, anyways, it happened yesterday. If your vehicle starts sounding like this, let's see if it will do it. So if your vehicle starts sounding like that, what the problem is, the starter is not engaging. After about 10 times this thing finally kicked in, I was able to start it, we were able to limp it to town, get another starter. What happens here, which by the way, Ford wanted $470, Napa wanted $270 for a reman, $370 for a new one. Another parts store in town, we got this one, brand new one, for $270, which isn't too bad. Tiny little starter for this big 6.7. What happens when you hear that sound is this Bendix is spinning. Oh, here it is. Bendix is spinning, but it's not supposed to kick forward and engage into the flywheel. That's not happening. So today, I'm going to show you how to change a starter on a 2015 Ford 6.7 diesel. So let's get to it. Obviously, first thing you want to do, disconnect your batteries. We just got back from getting the starter, so I'm going to wait a little bit, let the engine cool off, let it drip off some, and then I'm going to throw this tiny little thing on there. Which, by the way, if you guys are wondering, the Prius, the head is back on the car. Was on about a week ago and running, but there was a fluttery misfire, and it took me a few days to figure out that we put a new EGR valve on it, and the new EGR valve was bad. I put the old one back on, it runs great. But now, so new parts don't mean it's good parts. But now the new thermostat's sticking, so I gotta throw a thermostat in it. That'll be in tomorrow, and then this will be done at least. And put the wiper assembly back on it. So I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna, like I said, let the engine cool off, let it drip off some snow, and then I'll show you. Okay, you guys, so I got the batteries disconnected. I didn't show that because if you don't know how to disconnect the batteries, you better stop right here. So I got a piece of wood down here. See if you guys can see if I can do this. Okay. So most of you guys probably know that I'm legally blind, so I don't use the light much. Anyways, here's your oil filter. Above the oil filter up here is a starter. There's two bolts that go in this way, and the bottom one goes in this way. So, right here. See, I don't know if you can see that or not. I have to get you a light, but anyways, this bolt goes right through. Take that one out. There's two more up there, and then your main power wire and the signal wire. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna take the starter out and then undo the wires from there, or if I undo the wires first. I'm not even sure how it comes out. I'm hoping it slipped through here, but we're gonna see how this goes. So that there. I already broke this one loose. What I'd like to do a lot of times is break the top ones loose, get them out of there, so I can spin them out with my fingers and wait for the bottom one last, because that's the easiest one to get to. So let me do that and get back. Okay, you guys, so what I found was through this passenger side wheel well, go through here, and you can reach in there, get them. Kind of got to work blind, so it's no big deal for me. Get a wrench on there and you break them loose and spin them out with your fingers. Of course, don't forget, this is Alabama truck, so this is the first snow it's seen. which I don't like, but we gotta do what we gotta do. So that's why I did. I reached through there, got the top two, and I can reach in here and get to at least the main power wire. So I'm gonna get that off. Those other 3 bolts are 13 millimeter, I believe. It's 16 millimeter on the main power wire, and then I'm not sure what the signal wire is yet. So I'm gonna get the power wire off, try to get the signal wire too. So then all I gotta do is get the lower bolt. So let me get to that. Even if I set up a tripod and you watching me, you're not going to be able to see. So I'm just going to kind of explain what I'm doing and catch you back. Okay, guys, so you can go in through there, get a signal wire too. Mine was 10 millimeter socket, 1/4 inch ratchet. Break it loose, and I was able to spin it out, or you can spin it, and then I dropped the socket, and I can't find it anymore. But either way, you got the signal wire off through that same way. Now I just got that bottom bolt. That's easy to get to that I was showing you at first. Starter's loose now. And I'm going to crawl into there, get that out. Let's see how hard it is to get it out from where it's at. Hopefully I don't have to take the center fender out. I think there's enough room to drop it. Let's find out. Okay, you guys, so there's the starter. And after you get it unbolted, it is a tight trick of getting it back out of there. I don't know how, somehow I got it cocked up and then twisted, flopped it, and I don't know how it barely fits through there. It does fit out the bottom though. There's no way it's going to fit up through the top. Other stuff's in the way. So it does fit out the bottom. I almost thought I had to pull the oil filter base, but did get it out. I'm not sure how. I just kept turning it and came out. So this will be fun trying to put it back in. So next thing we do, take this one, compare up, make sure it's exact same starter. So I have to feel it and make sure. But you guys can look and see. Anyways, make sure it's the same, but yes, you have to twist and turn that starter just in the, you got to have it standing up like this. Somehow I got it flopped upward, and then you got to twist it and turn it, and suddenly it just fell out. So I don't know what I did, but yeah, hopefully it goes back in easier. Usually not, because usually you got gravity helping you. I don't know. Got to go back together, so let's try to get it back up in there and go from there. Okay, you guys, so now what? Excuse me. Now what we got is I got the starter. I said you got to tip it like this, and then you get up there, and it's kind of finagle to even get it to go into the bell housing because there ain't really enough room. But you keep wiggling around, eventually you get it, and it'll drop into the bell housing. So what I do is I start bottom bolt, get it snug, don't get it tight, get it snug, and get the other two that are more of a pain. Get them. Once you get both bolts started, usually thread them in finger tight, and tighten them right up, and then go back and tighten up the bottom one. Make sure it's firmly in there. Some of them sit in a little notch, so make sure it's all sitting in there properly. So I'm going to go ahead. Like I said, I got the bottom one snugged up. I'm going to start the top two and get them tight. Now go down and tighten the bottom ones, and then just the other two lines. Okay, you guys, so once you get the bolts tight, go ahead and put your signal wire back on first, because it'll be easier that way. And put your main hot wire back on. Go ahead, get up here, hook up your battery cables. Since I was just talking, I'm just talking, so I just went ahead and did that stuff. Hey guys, so after you hook up all that stuff, hook your batteries back up. And you get in here and hopefully it will start. As you get the key. So you guys, that's how you change a starter on a 2015 F250 6.7 Power Stroke. Not too bad a job, pretty easy. Other than fitting that starter up through there and stuff. So remember, don't let your disability hold you back. You want to do something, get out and do it. Until the next one, see you guys later.